In the West Desert of Utah, north of the Great Salt Lake, lies an oasis, a place where the bubbling of the springs at one time was so loud that the locals named it Locomotive Springs.
We're on our way right now out to Locomotive Springs in northern Utah, just on the edge of the Great Salt Lake. Got Ryan, Jake, and my dad on the caravan, and we're gonna go see what we can see out here right along.
The gateway to Locomotive Springs lies next door to the Golden Spike National Historical Site. Along the way is another hidden gem that many people simply pass by, Chinese Arch. Named in honor of the many Chinese immigrants who made completion of the Transcontinental Railroad possible, it stands overlooking the neighboring valley and distant mountains. A silent sentinel against forgetting the legacy of these people and the hardships they endured as they brought what was once thought to be impossible into existence. My dad, who's lived in the area for over 40 years, said he'd never seen Chinese Arch, though he'd been out to the Golden Spike site many times.
I'm gonna stand under it. I'm gonna walk through it. Walking through Chinese Arch. Man, it's taller than it looks. What was it, worth the 40 years?
It was.
Worth the wait.
That's cool.
We spent some time taking in the Chinese Arch and the views that accompany it. After a while, we decided it was time to hit the road and search for Locomotive Springs.
That was a good little side trip, Brian. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I've always thought that arch is pretty cool, so worth seeing.
For sure, and it's really nice that you can just drive right up to it. We can get back on the highway now, so buckle up.
Move your heart of stone, let the wind blow, and let the light out, let the light out, let the wind blow. And move your heart of stone, let the wind blow.
Man, you couldn't ask for a more beautiful day. At some point, we should stop and air down real quick.
Open up your eyes, you gotta open up and take a breath and let the light out, and let it take your heart away. You gotta open up your eyes.
We're gonna use the rapid deflator kit. These little brass caps here, and just screw them onto the Schrader valve. And they're calibrated. It's kind of loud. Calibrated to stop at 20 psi. It'll deflate to 20 psi and then it'll hold. So we're gonna go do that on all 4 tires. She just wants to run around. There we go. Now we just wait. So we just aired down. We are on the road now to Locomotive Springs. Holy cow. That is sweet.
that is Locomotive Springs next to us, but I'm not 100% sure.
Locomotive Springs is actually a conglomerate of several smaller springs that churn up and mix together to create a surprisingly large common pool of sparkling clear water. We decided to stop on its shore, take in its beauty, and have a quick lunch before we explored the surrounding area. Rising out of the desert floor is a chimney and a few smaller stacks covered with graffiti. Hidden under that smokestack was something that surprised us all, an old underground bunker. I can only guess at its story, but knowing that there's an old airstrip nearby, I wouldn't be surprised to find out that these two bunks were occupied by radio operators, or maybe drowsy pilots who needed a respite from carrying airmail cross-country. While its purpose remains shrouded in time, it's a relic from our past that deserves to be preserved for future generations to discover as well.
Hold up, I just saw a geocache thing. I'm gonna check it out. Saw this out of the corner of my eye. Let's see. This sweet little ammo box geocache. ACC demo teams. Inside, 2019, 2020 Jazz Sun tickets, a box of goldfish, some tangy barbecue sauce from McDonald's, markers, looks like a registry here. I like it. I like it. Let's sign it. Very cool.
Didn't know those were a thing.
There you go.
But yeah, I thought it was an old car battery.
Out here it might be.
Having uncovered a few mysteries right next to the springs, we set out to explore the miles and miles of trails that surround them, and to drink in all the experiences this gorgeous and lonely landscape had in store for us. As our metallic behemoths lumbered across the ravine, we were reminded that even though the obstacles might seem small and your rig is capable, pick the wrong line and things can change in an instant.
Here goes the winch. We're gonna get 90 degrees off of this so we don't get smacked. Quick whine from the winch, and General Sherman,
dislodged from the ravine, and we were well on our way again.
Hey, I got to use it for real.
How do you like your Apex, Ryan?
Harbor Freight all the way.
What can you say? 20% off this weekend. Not sponsored, but call me.
The sun was beginning to set, and we felt good about the day. We knew that we had gotten what we came for. Time exploring creation and memories of experiences that we will carry with us down the trail ahead.